everyone, it's Kris with the singlesnetwork.org ministries and fromhishands.com. You're going to be studying Jesus and his purpose in the Jesus Single Like Me Bible Study series. Now, understanding your purpose is very important in order to walk as a Christian. I think a lot of people misunderstand what purpose means. For myself, many, many years ago, when I was in my early 20s, I had a call from God to go into ministry, but it didn't start off quite the way you would think it would start off. I was probably in my late 20s, and I was struggling a little bit in the world. I had one foot in the world and one foot in God. I think some of you can relate to that. And so I got involved with this ministry called SOLO, Single Offering Life to Others. It was definitely an answer to prayer. My mom had been praying for a long time for her young single adult daughter to find a place to connect, a place to belong. So I found out about this ministry, and I started going. The first year, I pretty much hugged the walls. And for those of you who don't know me well, or those of you who do know me well, that's a pretty unusual thing to do, because I really didn't know who these people were. And I was afraid that they might know who I was, that I was struggling in my own walk with God. So I started going, and I was there about a year. And then someone asked me, they said, "Kris, would you come and help us with a retreat that we're doing?" I said, "Sure." And what it is that you don't know is I was a graphic designer, and I knew how to, do the graphics for retreats. And so they said, "We'd like you to design a banner for us." I said, "Okay, great. I'd love to do the banner." And they said, I said, "Well, when are you going to need it?" And they said, "Oh, in about 11 months or so." And I'm like, 11 months? I'm like, okay, well, you call me in 10 and a half months and I'll get a banner done. And they said, "Well, no, we need you to be here on the team." And I said, "To be on the team for a banner that you don't need for 11 months? That didn't seem like it make any sense at all." They said, "Well, you don't have to. You don't have to. We'll find somebody else. That's okay." I'm like, "No, I want to, because, I want everybody to know that I did the banner and it's all about me," because that's where I was. That's where I was in my walk with God. I really didn't know or understood my purpose. So I said, "No, okay, I'll be on the team." I'll be on the team for a banner you don't need for almost a year. They said, "Oh, there's a little thing, we meet every week." Every week for a banner? Like, are you kidding me? Every week I got to come to a meeting about a banner. They said, "Well, no, it's about everything, all the parts and pieces. We're a team. You want to be on the team, you got to come and be a part of it every week." And I'm like, well, and they said, "Well, we'll find somebody else." I, "Oh, no. I want to be there. I want, because that's, again, where I was." So I started going, and they said, "Oh, one other little thing. We do a devotion every week." "A devotion too? You mean like I got to read the Bible every week? You crazy?" Like, they go, "Again, we can find somebody else." No, I want to do it. Okay, I'll come. And what happened, guys, was my life got transformed. They knew that, I could have quit after a week or 2 weeks, and that was okay. But they met me where I was in my walk with God and took a chance, took a risk on me to see what I would do with it. And not only would I serve every week and be there every week and learn how to be a team member, which I'd never really been one before, but I had learned more about myself and my relationship with God. And I eventually would do many more things than a banner. Well, that step would lead to many more steps. Before you know it, I was in full-time ministry. And through this process, God taught me about my purpose. He says, "Kris, your purpose has nothing to do with what you do for a living. It has nothing to do with being single. It has nothing to do with being a daughter or a friend. It has nothing to do with if you were married or if you had children. My purpose is a relationship with you that glorifies, a relationship with God that glorifies Him, and now that relationship, a relationship with others, to bring them to Christ." We do that through our jobs. We do that through serving. We do that through our relationships. Those are the tools that God gives us in order to fulfill His purpose. So when I wrote this first chapter on Jesus knew His purpose, it's because part of His purpose was not getting married. It was not having children. And a part of His purpose was not being a carpenter anymore. God had a different plan for His life in order to fulfill His purpose. The same may be with you. As you do this chapter and you study it, you read it, you pray through it with your group or alone, I want you to know your life means something. God has you where you're supposed to be until He moves you. Please understand that. Your singleness is not your identity. It is simply where God has you, because He wants you to reach people where you are as a single. that you may not be able to reach when you're married. So celebrate this time in knowing that your purpose on earth is an amazing thing because you're here for him. This is Kris Swiatocho, thesinglesnetwork.org and fromhishands.com.